All right. Welcome in, everyone, and thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. I know I am. We're going to jump right back into week 2 of our Stardew Valley farm that we started on Monday. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So in this week, we have a couple of things that we really want to focus on. It is going to be... Oh, God. So I had to restart our save file, but we're not going to talk about it. So we're on this one now. So for week 2, we're just going to jump right into it, and our main focus is going to be mining, making sure we have money for our festival, and also starting to take a look at getting a barn. So let's come up here. What's the weather going to be like tomorrow? It's going to be a beautiful sunny day. Love it. Let me just pull up the chat window. Docs, chat. There you guys are. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. It's not showing any, so great. So jumping right into it, as normal, we're starting our day with watering our crops. I hope for those of you that maybe were inspired and wanted to start a fresh farm, I would love it if you followed along, but you don't have to. You just want to chill and watch, that doesn't bother me. So the main focus today, although it is sunny day, I think we could go... I know I did some mining in the other save file, but with this one I haven't yet. So without further ado, I think today we're going to go check out the mines for the first time, and I'm just going to go back through kind of what my processes are whenever I'm mining them, the things that I'm keeping a main priority. Oh, I cannot wait to get upgraded tools so that all of my chores go so much faster. Thankfully that is coming just after we do the Egg Festival. It'll probably be a next in-game week thing, but for the time being, a girl can hope and dream. Because the Egg Festival is at, like, the end of this week. Alright, all of our plants are watered. Our chickens, I believe I pet them. I hope I did. We're going to take our pickaxe. I'm going to sell these eggs. We're getting there slowly towards the amount I want for the festival. My goal is typically about 3,500 gold. So we are 1,200 shy. Pretty doable within a week. I am going to grab this leek. And I'll leave that spot open for my sword here shortly. So as we come up here to the mountains, this of course is the first time the save file is going into the mountains, so we are going to meet Marlin, who is the leader of the Adventurers Guild. Oh my gosh, so many leeks! Am I gonna get a silver one? Alright, I grabbed a second one, but I'm not gonna test my luck with these other two. I will come back for them. Forageables do stay on the ground. I think for... it's either a day or two or until that particular forageable is harvested. I can't remember which. So we're gonna go into this little hole here and meet Marlin. So Marlin is going to tell us that the mine has been abandoned for quite some time, and dark places that are undisturbed tend to have some scary sights and monsters in them. So he is going to give us our rusty sword. And I'm just going to go ahead and skip through this. Please feel free to watch that in your own playthrough. And we're just going to start by going down this ladder here. So first level, nothing, there's never a mob here. It is purely just stone. So we are just going to collect this. And what we're looking for is, just like that first ladder down that we took, another one should pop up as we either kill mobs or as we break stone and ore. So we're just going to keep breaking these rocks until another little ladder shows up, like this one. Perfect. And then as I get to the second level, this is where I'm going to start seeing monsters and ore. So above breaking every single rock that you see, while if you need stone, like urgently, that is a good practice to do. My main priority right now is ores and leveling up my combat experience. So I'm going to first run through and kill every mob that I see. Hey, I am Maurice. My stream is going great. So I'm going to kill every monster that I see, break every ore that I see, and we are also going to break any boxes like that we see. So the ores obviously are giving us the ores that we need to upgrade our items. Monsters are going to level up our combat experience, and those boxes can have random things in them from cave carrots to more ore to I think even some different rocks and whatnot that will be good. By the way, are these headphones that are good for streaming? I like my headphones. They are very nice. They are the Hyper Focus Cloud Alphas. They're Bluetooth, very comfortable, very sound canceling, and I like the mic on them, and they have a very long battery life. I charge them like maybe once a week if I'm gaming like every day. Yeah. They're definitely better setups, but this is just very simplified for me. I don't want to get a mic arm and everything just yet, so yeah, so going into level 3, once again, I'm breaking rocks as I need to be able to get across places, but mostly just fighting everything I see and getting every ore. Now, combat is pretty basic. I could like maneuver and dodge and weave, but for the most part, these slimes aren't too difficult. And if you can pin them up against a stone and just click as fast as you can, they die pretty quickly. And these bugs are super easy. They just go up and down in whatever row that they're in or column that they're in on the screen, so it makes it pretty easy to take care of them. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and eat these leeks to make some space for everything I just acquired here, and I'm also probably going to eat this white algae. No, just kidding. I'm going to get rid of the wood. I don't need wood as much as I would like these. The coal is needed to burn in the furnace, and the cave carrot is, you're going to hear me say this 100 times, a very important item for the bundle. And there's also a quest later with it for Marnie, so we're definitely going to make sure we grab that. Don't think I saw a ladder pop up, so now we just start breaking stone until we see one. I have never personally seen one come from these larger stones. These are great. It takes, with a regular pickaxe, it takes 8 swings to break it, and you get 10 stones, so you get a pretty good stone to energy ratio, but I'm not focused on the stone right now. I want my ladder. And these bigger gray ones, I skipped them on purpose because they take 2 swings. And I'm trying to conserve as much energy as I can. So the big main, obviously you have your 2 resources here. You have health for being in combat and energy for how often you can use your tools just like anywhere else in the world. But a big factor of how long you can stay in the mine is genuinely time. So as you're going through the mines, every 5 levels you will see a little elevator pop up. And this elevator... This elevator is going to be essentially like a save point. So obviously the mines, you're going straight down for several levels. I think it goes up to 120. Oh man. I would rather the earth crystal over slime. Unfortunately, when you have very limited bag space, you do just kind of have to make that call of what you want more than other things until we get that upgraded bag. Well, it should be, I would say before the end of this stream we will have our updated bags, but so yeah, every 5 levels that elevator is going to play as your save point, and that save point is going to allow you to return back to where you are. But until that point, so if I left the mine right now, I would lose all progress that I've made, and I'd have to do all 4 of these again. You can always return to these levels later, but I am trying to get at least to level 5. I might even push for level 10 today. and just like that, it gave us the first completion of our quest. We had a quest to reach level 5 in the mines, and now it is telling us to dig deeper, asking us to go to level 40. And that ding that you heard was this elevator opening up. I'm going to try to push to 10. Just because I really want some more copper. You need 20 copper to make a furnace, and you need 5 copper bars to make your silo and for each tool that you upgrade. So whenever you are using your furnace, I will get plenty of amethyst later. Whenever you are smelting in your furnace, it's going to take 5 ores and 1 coal to be able to smelt that ore into a bar. Sorry, chatting and yapping and killing this monster is killing me. Okay. It's gonna take 5 ore and 1 coal to be able to smelt that ore into bar. And you want those bars, so it takes 25 ore to get the bars you need for your silo, and then for each additional tool that you would like to upgrade. And there's various crafting recipes as well that are going to use the different ore that we'll find in this mine. So just like that, we're already on to level 7. Hey, you. This guy's juking me out. What the heck? I am gonna save. So why I saved the bug guts over the slime. Slime is used in some recipes later on, but we have our whole lives to save up slime. Pretty soon we should be getting this bug meat, a recipe to make it into bug steaks that are actually incredibly useful to craft on the fly if you need like some health or energy in the mines. I know I just got my ladder. I just want to make sure there's no copper down here that I'm missing, so I don't think I've gotten any the last couple of levels. Maybe standing on him while slapping him was not my best choice, but I think we'll be okay. I still have some cave carrots if I absolutely need to chug something down. Ah! Copper! So at the bare minimum, I want to get at least 20 down here today, and if I can get another 5 to start working towards that first copper bar, I won't be mad. I know I have 3 in the chest back home, so I think technically we're officially at 20? What the heck? Oh, a lot. So this is a rock crab. I know typically you're like, why is that rock making a bunch of noise as you're hitting it? Hi Sophie, thank you for the follow. So this rock is making a bunch of noise because it's actually a rock crab. Now when we were discussing the bundles yesterday from the fish bundles, I told you that we would get our free crab here. So now I have a choice to make. I'm gonna eat this algae to make space. Oh, no, I don't want a cherry bomb. I don't want sap. I want the crab. Thank you. Leaving so much behind these first couple go-rounds just because you don't have the bag space. Thank you, Sophie. I really appreciate that. Alright, and we are now on level 9, so actually we already have our ladder ready to go, but I am hungry for this copper, so I'm going to go ahead and scoop all of this up before I skedaddle out of here. How far I actually make it depends on a couple of things. One, if you have a lot of crops to water, you may not have the energy to mine this far down. Or if you are... Also, you may run out of time. Like if you have a lot of crops to water, a lot of animals to do chores with, coming here in the afternoon on a sunny day might be less worth your time because you have too much to do on your farm and you're gonna miss out on time. So always make sure you have, I would say at least by 2 p.m. in game, you want to make sure that you are making your way here. Okay, I am going to temporarily throw this stone on the ground because when you get these boots, you are able to immediately equip them and pick the stone right back up. And just like that, we've reached level 10. Every 10 levels, there is typically a reward in the mine. And so on that note, I'm going to take my elevator right back home. It is now 11 p.m., so you want to keep an eye on your time. You don't really have any indicator besides that clock that it's getting late. You know, it's not going to get dark on your screen. It's not really going to do much else, so you always want to keep an eye on the time so you don't end up passing out. Remember yesterday we discussed, or last stream and video, we discussed that at 12 a.m. you're kind of looking at maybe not getting all of your energy back, and at 2 a.m. you end up passing out completely. Let's see if I have enough space for all of this in my chest. Nope. Maybe. Let's see. I know that's new. These aren't new. This is new. I'm gonna pull my watering can out because I definitely need that. I will pull these things out because I know I need them tomorrow to make a scarecrow. And we'll stick my little crab friend, and maybe tomorrow we need to go stick some more things for our bundles. My alerts do, I saw them show up on the screen. It doesn't sound like my, oh, I muted them. That's why. My apologies. I hadn't unmuted them. I was doing some recording last night, and if someone like just happens to catch one of my lives and they follow, I didn't want that video and alert box to pop up. So my apologies if I missed any indicators. All right. Day 2 of week 2. Oh, I picked up my lamp. It's gonna be a beautiful sunny day. I'm gonna stick that back there. Alright, so I'm very glad that I haven't paid the repercussions for this, but one of the achievement or quests that it gives you early on, once you harvest your first egg and finish doing your introductions with everyone, you're going to get this advancements quest for you to reach farming level 1 and craft a scarecrow, and I've been slacking. If you recall, we reached level 1 farming when we harvested our first round of parsnip, and I forgot to make our little scarecrow friend. So we're just going to go ahead and grab our axe because I need 50 wood for this guy. Let's just chop this tree down. And so once I get my 50 wood, we're going to make our scarecrow friend, because there are actual crows in game that will come and steal your crops. And just like that, we hear the little chime telling us that we completed yet another quest, which will give us another 100 gold and taking that quest off of our to-do list. Alright. We gotta do something about this chest situation. Put this away. Alright. I'm okay with this, and this should give us enough space to finish harvesting. There we go. 1 gold quality parsnip. I'm just gonna hold a tool in my hand while I do this so I don't keep getting the prompt to eat my vegetables. Alright. So we got 1 gold quality, 3 silver, and 21 regular. If you recall, we have parsnips on our quality vegetable list, so we don't want to sell those yet. We're just going to go ahead and sell these regular ones, the maple seeds, and let's check our mail before we start watering everything. Got some new items in stock, a deluxe fishing pole, and some bait that you can attach to it. You can use bait to make fish bite faster. Hope to see you soon. Sweet. And then Marlin reached back out to us and he said, I see you've been exploring the old mine. You've got the adventurous spirit, that much I can tell. If you can slay 10 slimes, you'll have earned your place in my adventurers guild. Be careful. So now we have this initiation quest to slay 10 slimes. Unfortunately, our slimes from yesterday don't count, but trust me, Next time you go in the mines, you'll finish it before you leave. Thank you for the follow, Cherry VTuber. Hope you're having a great day. Alrighty. So I am obviously going to come back and replant this area with some crops. Today likely will not be a day that we go into the mines because I have lots of farm chores to take care of, so we'll just rebuild our wood supply afterwards. Or maybe we go fishing. Fishing sounds fun, actually. And just like that, I'm out of water. I'm doing well, Cherry. How are you? And we're gonna pet some chickens. Fill up our watering can, and let's get our eggs. Sometime soon we should start seeing some large eggs from these ladies, but it's gonna take a little bit of time. Oh, I didn't want to do that. We're gonna save that one and sell these two. And we're gonna finish watering. And we're gonna do our first round of fertilizer to improve the quality of our crops that we get. Yes, I love this game so much. Alright, so basic fertilizer, it requires 2 sap to craft, and as we've been chopping trees, we've acquired 102 sap. So sap you can get from chopping trees. I believe the slime also drop it in the mines, but I wasn't picking that up yesterday because we were tight on space. So I'm going to take our 102 sap, and we're just going to turn this. Typically it makes 50. I'm just going to make 25 because I know I don't have space in my chest to hold the rest that it would make. But I know that that sap had a place in my chest before I took it out. And we are going to go ahead and throw this down because we are trying to get as many gold quality parsnips as we can. Going forward, we're going to put this down every time we plant anything. That way we get... We're going to put this down before we plant anything. That way we get better quality crops that give us more money when we sell them or make better quality dishes and better gifts. So that is going to be a must every time we plant from now on. Which activity do you like to do in Stardew? Genuinely like this beginning progression of like clearing out your farm and getting everything where you want it and just like planning it all out, making it look all nice and cozy and changing it up every time is one of my favorites. As it comes to like just the daily chores, I would have to say I feel fishing is the most rewarding on its own. Sorry, I'm just getting 25 more parsnips to go ahead and refill our fields out there. But yeah. So if you're referring to like specific chore to do in a day, it would definitely be fishing. And then if it's just like what do I enjoy most about Stardew itself, definitely like this early progression of setting up your farm. Alright, so all of our parsnip are planted, and in 4 days, so just before the end of stream and right in time for this strawberry festival, we are going to be harvesting these. Alrighty, I think we're going to take some things to the community center. Let's see what can be brought. And maybe some things to Gunther too. I'll definitely take the crab, the sunfish, all 3 of these guys. I'm gonna grab this quartz to bring it to Gunther. And with all that space that I cleared, I'm gonna put everything away but my hoe and my fishing pole. I'll stick this leek in there for now. Anything else that can go? I know you're gonna say my wood can go, not yet. In that case, we'll bring I don't want to do the geodes yet. This is good enough. Made some space for my tools. So we're going to be making a lot of progress in our fishing bundles today. Let's go ahead and turn in most of our crab pot. So we've got the crab, the clam, the mussel, and the oyster. So the last free one that we can get is this cockle, and then we will have this one completed without ever using a crab pot. And river fish bundle, we have our sunfish. Alright, and the last thing I want to do is bring this quartz to Gunther for the archaeology section of the library. Let's see, who's hanging out? I'm just gonna check your trash. Don't mind me. Oh, too slow. Hello, Evelyn. Just checking your trash. Nothing to worry about, nothing to see. So today, on this save file, I have yet to fish in the ocean, and there is one, I need to get a sardine for the spring section of the fishing bundle, so I am going to go ahead and fish in the ocean today. Man, there's so many daffodils to collect, I almost want to grab them, even though I'll know I'll be missing out on some space for later. There's so many. I'm gonna do it. These are just such great gifts. Now, for this week, the main birthday that we have to focus on is Vincent, which is the, it's Jody's son, the little boy. Let me just grab this flower. I think the other one was on the way home, so I'll get that then. But yeah, so we want to make sure that tomorrow, the 10th, that we give Vincent a gift, and ooh. Yeah, I'm going to be missing a lot of space for all the fish that I would like to typically catch, but we wanted to get these carrot seeds, that way we can plant them. So there's two types of wiggly worms that you'll see whenever you're out and about. It's going to be the brown wiggly worms and like these thinner little green wiggles. And those are actually seeds for a specific crop that season that you can only get from the ground like that. I don't believe you're able to buy them, definitely not in the first year. I'm not sure 100% for future years, I'll have to check. But you definitely want to grab those when you can, because that is the only opportunity that you have to have that crop in your collection or have it as part of your sell one of everything achievement if you're going for that. So definitely something to keep an eye out for. And there's a crop for all 4 seasons, even winter. So just keep an eye out. They're definitely useful to grab. And so while out here, a lot of the ocean fishing, those fish will be found in the summer, but there is one, the sardine, that we need from spring. So I'm just going to see if I can get one today. That is the anchovy. I need just one more. And I got the new achievement, fisherman, which I believe is catching at least 15 different fish. Now keep in mind, we discussed in our fishing last time that every time we fish in a new area in a new season and we catch a different fish from what we've already gotten, we are getting first catch experience. So we may even see that our fishing level's up today. Man, I want to say, now that I'm thinking about it, the sardine might only be able to be caught between 6 a.m. and 2 p.m. So this may just be an experience hunt for XP and maybe not getting our sardine today. I will keep trying nonetheless. As we know, I cannot talk and catch fish. Oh, there we go. Perfect. I cannot talk and catch fish for the life of me. I get like stun locked trying to make sure that little green bar stays on that fish. So just bear with me as I'm catching them completely locked in. Completely locked in. I would like to try to get a basic quality sardine, because I did just get a silver quality, and we discussed last time, anything that goes in a bundle, we want it to be as low of a quality as we can, so that we're not missing out on extra money that could have been made, but having to give one silver to the community center won't kill us. Won't be the end of the world. Man, I felt silly when I saw that first anchovy come up. I thought I had gotten my sardine. But now looking at them side by side, they look so similar, I'm not even mad at myself. I'm not even mad for mixing those two up. Alright, I think this will be the last fish that we catch. It's very likely... Perfect. I'm glad it ended up being something that I already had. But with our inventory being full, we're very likely looking at having to throw something away for the next one. And I'm going to head back and chop some trees so we can start building up our wood supply again. So for these daffodils as gifts, I am gonna sit down and do like a whole overview of all of the important days in spring here shortly, but when it comes to giving them as gifts, I typically stick to either the basic ones that I acquire early on in game or the gold. If it's silver, I actually don't make an effort to specifically keep them. I end up selling those. Just because having one of each quality is really going to fill up your bags or your chest very quickly. So I'm just going to save this one sardine and... I wonder if I can get 50 wood. We're going to go ahead and sell the rest of these fish really fast. I would love to make another chest to have some space to put things down. I should have kept the seaweed, but it's too late now. Let's see if I have enough energy to get 50 wood. Probably not quite. $38. I can get 3 more. Alright. I had 6. Perfect. Okay. We're going to craft another chest because things are getting tight. And I just start stacking these right next to each other. And I'm going to go ahead and make this my mining and ores chest, because this one, once you start going in those mines, fills up very quickly. So let's stick the rest of these in here. We're just going to keep swapping. I'll come back and pull those extra ones, but for the sake of getting everything moved over as quickly as possible, the next chest I'll probably make is going to be a fishing chest. I am going to go ahead and stick the trash in the mining chest for now, just to make some room. Cool. Right. And we're going to drop our fishing rod back in the main chest and grab our tools for the morning. Give Ezra a little pat, because he's a good boy. Ooh, level 2 farming. So we have improved by 1 in our proficiency of our watering can and our hoe. We can now make stone fence, mayonnaise machines, and sprinklers. So for sprinklers, I typically wait at least, hey Eden, for sprinklers, I typically wait until at least quality sprinklers. I feel like before that, they kind of eat up a little bit too many resources to be rational to have just those 4 spots watered and then still have to go around them and water everything else. For the amount of things that I plant, I just don't see it being worth the time. So we did get, I believe that said level 2 fishing and level 3 foraging. So we got axe proficiency, cookout kit, and moss soup. And I believe the only thing we really got with fishing was maybe the ability to make bait and some fishing rod proficiency. And just like that, we made technically the last of the money that we needed in order to... Oh, I think I'm like 100 shy. Yeah, like 80 gold shy for what I want. Hi Eden, I appreciate you reaching out. However, I do ask that we do not have any like promotions or anything like that in stream. I make all my art myself and I am perfectly happy having my face here. So thank you. But you're more than welcome to stay and watch and chat, but I do not wish to have any art. Dear Farmer Jen, I'd like to apologize for joking about your grandpa's old cottage when we first met. It's really a nice little house. However, you might need some more space someday. That's where I can help. If you bring me some raw materials and pay a fee, I can expand your house. The first expansion I offer includes a kitchen. With a kitchen, you'll be able to cook any recipes you've learned. Anyway, I hope you're starting to feel at home in Stardew Valley. Your local carpenter, Robin. And then Hat Mouse wanted to reach out. He says, hi, me sell hats. Okay, poke. Come to old house, poke. Bring coinies. Hat Mouse. We can go say hello to Hat Mouse and see what he offers, but as you know, we are on crunch time trying to make every bit of gold that we can for our Egg Festival, and I'm going to prove to you why the Egg Festival is the most important festival of the year. But we will go and see what Hat Mouse has to offer. Right. Of course, we're gonna run out of water right about now. Pet 1 chicken, pet 2 chickens. Chickens, I should probably clear out all this debris in your pen. Maybe. And just like that, we did get our very first large egg. Yet again. As I said, I make my own art, Eden. Please stop promoting your things. Alrighty. So now we are finished watering. So of course our large egg is gonna be yet again another thing that we can use in our bundles. Let me put my watering can away. We're gonna sell this small egg. Alright. Obviously the parsnip, and we're gonna bring this dried starfish to bring that to Gunther. And the sardine. Oh, while we're here, we might as well plant the carrots. Not me trying to just put them on regular ground. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Perfect. So your scarecrow can only reach in an 8 square radius around it, so you want to make sure that you put your crops within that radius. That way they don't get stolen by crows. There we go. And putting the watering can back. Let's go put these 2 things in the community center. Pet Ezra, of course, because he's a good boy. And give our starfish. And today we are going to likely go back to the mines, actually. So I'm going to waste the 10 minutes in game to run back and grab my pickaxe and sword in the other chest so that we can get our butts back in the mine. Honestly, since we haven't quite unlocked our second bag, I am gonna... Normally I have the rule of bring your hoe everywhere you go so that you can always get any like little wiggly worms or artifacts or the seeds that we were just talking about. But right this second, having that extra bag space is gonna be just a little bit more necessary. Oh no. It's Vincent's birthday. We gotta go grab his birthday present while we're out in town. So do as I say, not as I do. On the 10th, you want to just go ahead and grab that daffodil, that way you have it in your bag and you can go find Vincent. We are still going to go to the mines. I'm just losing a little bit of time running back and forth here. Let's do this one to clear out the space. And so keep in mind with your gifts, the better quality item you give, the more it increases their, the more relationship points you earn, as well as the higher it is on their like versus dislike versus like love-hate scale. So just keep that in mind as well. I believe Vincent is going to be at the library with Penny today, so we're going to check there first. Aha, perfect. So let's give this starfish to... I'm just going to stick it over there by the prehistoric tool. And Miss Penny says I have to read this book before I can go play. Right, well, happy birthday, kiddo. Aw, how sweet. And we're gonna go right back over to the community center, drop these 2 things, and then we're going to the mine. So earlier with the mines, I was saying that you definitely want to make sure that you are there by at least 2 p.m. to be able to get 5 levels done, and I would say if you can make it there before like 10, 11, then you might be able to squeeze in that extra 10, barring any like difficult mobs or having just a rough time finding a ladder. There's sometimes that you will break every single stone in a level before you find that ladder to go down. So just keep that in mind. Don't beat yourself up if every now and then you have to leave before you would like, or if you want to risk it and lose that little bit of money to just get that little bit more progress, that way you don't lose everything. It's not a bad choice. Your first couple times to pass out, I think it's only like you only lose a percentage of what you have. I want to say it's like 10%. So right now I would lose like 340 gold if I have those numbers correctly. And that's something you could make back easily by just doing a day of fishing the next day. I see those little wiggles over there. Alright, and so now whenever you go down, you don't want to use the ladder. That is going to take you down to the first floor. We want to go down to floor 10 and take advantage of all this progress we made already. I'd like to make it at least 20 levels. Hello. These guys are a pain. So as you're fighting them, you want to just kind of move left and right. Oh, is he dead already? I didn't think so. The best to move kind of left and right, like on two dirt patches. That's the only places that they can dig up from. Slimes, as I said earlier, they will slow you. So you want to be very cautious. Oh, that's very rude. So here to show you, like these guys obviously pop up and down. So you just want to go like left if he comes up here, or let's use these two holes. You want to go left and right and swing to the left and swing to the right. And I just kind of do 2 or 3 before I move over because he is gonna like go down and come back up. And they will come back up under your feet. And then the blue bugs are completely harmless. They will just go up and down. They won't chase you. As long as you kill them, they very likely won't even damage you. Just swipe at them before they touch you. And then we should have a new friend that we get to deal with coming up here shortly. Within the next couple of levels. Alright, I don't think we got a ladder yet, so let's start mining away. There we go. A little tip, you never know what's going to be there whenever you come down that first ladder, so I always recommend put your sword on before you go down. Ah, here is our new friend, the most annoying mob this early in the mines, and it is these little flying, I call them bees. I don't know what they actually are, but they're a pain. So they will... Ooh. Excuse me, Mr. Rock Crab, it is not your time to shine. We're talking about the bees. These bees will fly at you, and as you hit them, they'll kind of like almost move like a flower around you. I don't need fiber. I'll take the crab for now. So they'll kind of move almost in like a flower pattern around you as you hit them. Oof. I will lose slime to get coal from this cart here. Anyone else? Just seeing if there's a little diggy guy. They are quite difficult. It takes some time to learn the proper timing to swing at the bees. But they don't hit too hard. It just becomes a real pain if you end up with more than one at a time. We're just gonna fight this slime over here away from the diggy. 2, 3, move, 1, 2, 3, move, 1, 2, 3. And I'm just gonna fight the bee off of this softer dirt. As you see, he just kind of moves back and forth. Oh. There we go. One more time, Mr. Diggy. I'm gonna need to eat something here soon. Uh-oh. Oh, you've got to be joking. Alright, Mr. Slime, can you get out of the soft dirt, please? Alright, come on, you two. Sweet. Spawned a lot of diggy guys this level. Alright. Now that I'm almost dead. Let's see if I can get to level 15 today before midnight. I am kind of getting to that point that I would really value having a slightly stronger weapon. So this rusty sword is really bad. As you can see, it's dealing 5, 3 damage, 4 damage as these little yellow numbers pop up above the monster as I swing. Those are very low compared to what you will see later on with better weapons. And of course, this level is gonna be difficult. Huh, there we go, finally. Alright. It might be slightly less exhaustive of everything that this level has to offer. If I get a ladder early, I am just gonna take it because I am getting dangerously low HP. I still don't have that. Oh no. We might die here today. Yep. Well, you win some, you lose some. I found you unconscious in the mines. I think it's gonna be either 11 or midnight now. 200 gold and 3 items for my backpack. Oh, not the geodes. So in that scenario where someone finds you because you like took too much damage, you lose slightly less than if you just like pass out from being tired. But I am just gonna skedaddle. Since I have this inventory space, let me grab the leeks. I could have avoided that scenario by bringing something to eat, but I was really trying to save some space in my bags. As you can see, my bags were already full. Where's Radish? In the corner here. Can I get this with... I shouldn't do that. I was going to try my pickaxe on those, but I don't think I can even get them, and in the off case that my lovely pickaxe takes 2 energy, I will be exhausted yet again. Alright, so let's drop all of this in here. Did get some very, very important things, one of them being our earth crystal here. I have a little bit of time. Let's craft our furnace. These earth crystals, you can only really get them in the mines or from breaking open geodes, and these are needed to make your mayonnaise machines. And Gunther would also like one, but I typically wait to even offer him one until I know I have what I need to make 2 mayonnaise machines. I don't necessarily want any of these. We can sell the crab because we don't need him anymore, and store that. I need to go try for some spring onion tomorrow. Alright, so let's make our furnace. Our furnace is going to take 25 stone and 20 copper ore. And we're going to stick that right here on the side. And now it wants us to make a copper bar. This doesn't take too long to smelt, so I will go ahead and start my first bar. We're going to go to sleep and then come back to getting our first copper bar in the morning. I don't want it to end up being late and I not. And now, of course, I get an additional 5 HP. I can craft a sturdy ring and the bug steak that I was trying to craft while I was down there. I think it would have taken 10 bug guts, but I still made back more than what I lost. So, no harm, no foul. Alright, so in a perfect world, you are not going to die in the mines, and so therefore you will not be losing your precious gold that we're trying to be very efficient with. So, but you get a letter from Dad that says, "Dear Jen, you have settled into your have you settled into your new life yet? I can't believe you're all grown up now. Time sure flies. Now that you're gone, I have all this extra money laying around, so I included a little gift. 500 gold. Dad, you shouldn't have, but thank you." AKA, can you send me one of those every single day? Alright, we're just gonna keep smelting those, and we have some crops that are ready to harvest. So our tulips are ready, our potatoes are ready, and our kale is ready, but our kale, if you try to click on it here, it'll tell you it requires a scythe. So let's put some of this away. We'll do one and put back everything but 3 of those. Don't need that anymore, and we'll grab out our watering can and hoe. Just gonna keep these smelting as I water all my crops here. Oh, I forgot my scythe. Oh, I know, I'm just trying to water this spot. I'm gonna scythe it in a second. Oh. No.
Raindrops are falling on my head.
Irina, thank you so much. Hello. How are you today, sweetie? Hi, Sophie. Thank you for the follow. Oh my gosh, Irina, I miss you so much. Oh, I'm out of water. Sorry, I got distracted with lovely friends coming to say hello. Alright, I'm gonna stick these away so I can pick up this kale. It's driving me bonkers. Alright, so with what we harvested today, let's move these because that's gonna annoy the lights out of me. So we've got 3 tulips, 3 potatoes, and 3 kale. Oh yeah, Sophie, the music in here is so cute. And then 3 potatoes. So of these 3 crops, we just need 1 potato for the spring crops bundle, and I think everything else will be good to go. Yeah. So I'm gonna stick just 1 of these in my chest for now, and we're gonna sell everything else. Kale is not needed for another quest, tulips are not needed for any quests, and potatoes are not needed for any quests. I did miss you, Sophie. How are you today? I'll get that copper bar in a second. I need to fill my watering can. Say hello, choosy chickens. We have our eggs. Excuse me, I believe your name is Billy. Yeah, Billy, I'm gonna need you to produce a large egg, ma'am. I'm waiting for that for my bundle. I'm doing very well, Sophie. How are you? Alright. Let's finish watering. Alright, today is Thursday, so we don't have necessarily anything to do on the 11th of spring. I think I'm gonna take today and genuinely just chop down several trees. Let me see, how am I looking? I do have 5 copper bars. I'm missing some clay still. Man, I wish I hadn't lost those geodes. The geodes tend to be kind of like that last hoorah to get you towards the... I am gonna do at least a 5x7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for these strawberry seeds. Ooh. Let me just see if I can get the last little bit of clay that I need from here. I'd like to try to start my silo today, but it doesn't look like we will be so lucky. And Ezra is yelling at me. Hello, sir. Alright, Robin here. There's a lot of stone scattered around your farm. If you have a surplus, you might consider having me build a well for you. Wells can be placed all over your farm and serve as convenient places to refill your watering can. And just swing by my shop with 75 stones and 1,000 gold when you're ready for it. Oh, it's super cozy. I'm sorry, I missed so much chat. Um, Doing quite well. Yes, this game is super cozy and it's very confusing. So, like, it all depends on like how uh the best word I know for it is like try hard you're gonna be with it. Like, there's like little things to kind of show you what to do. Thankfully, these quests I find they've improved a lot that show you like a very nice progression to start, and then the rest is just like exploring and just figuring out. Um, but it is very overwhelming. There's so much you can do, and like I know for me, one of my very early playthroughs, some friends had convinced me to try the modded. Let me go through this cutscene really quick. Ew, it smells. Why is it locked? I want to explore the sewers. I think Gunther has the key. Professor Gunther, the man who runs the museum, why do you think he has it? I saw a big rusty old key fall out of his pocket one time. A creepy sewer door like this has just got to be a match for a big rusty old key. There's something moving around in there. Oh, these kids, they're so cute. Kobolds, exactly. It's gotta be kobolds. I think it scares me too. Yep. Kobolds are in sewers. How have you been, Irina? This is not what I was here for. I got so distracted because I saw those spring onions down there. I will come back for them, but we're going to see if we can get clay from these geodes. Now that we have a little bit of extra money to start paying towards doing other things. Oh, I do want to grab her axe. I'll grab that when I come back for those spring onions. For the time being, I'm trying to hurry because the blacksmith closes at like 3 or 4 o'clock, incredibly early. So I often have quite a difficult time getting over here, if I'm honest, but... I definitely feel that, Irina. Doing alright? Just busy with real life? Yeah, absolutely. I have been MIA. Prior to Monday, I think I'd been MIA for about a year, so I don't blame you at all. Alright, we got a type of stone that of course it doesn't want to tell me what it is right this second. No clay, but that's okay. We got some more copper. What was this? We got a jaguite. Sure, we're gonna go give that to Gunther because I don't have any use for it. Do you work? I do work. Let me just stick this here. Yeah, I try to keep some of like my personal job and things like that to myself because they are crazy people. But yes, I do work. Irina, remind me because last we spoke, if I recall, your weather was either like soon, like within. I want to say it was within a year, but I can't remember exactly. Have you already gotten married? I can't remember if it was like really close or like within a year, but I know that you were getting married soon-ish. Again, I try to keep all of my professional things to myself, Sophie, I'm sorry. What am I doing up here? I got distracted chatting and yapping. Hi, Caroline. What are you doing? I wonder if I can get Pierre to cook dinner tonight. Girl, honestly, I wish someone would cook my dinner right now, too. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it was like, I couldn't remember if it was, within the next couple, like, weeks or if it was within that year. So that's so awesome. Ah, I'm so happy for you guys. I need to, like, go and snoop in, maybe if you, like, posted pictures in your Discord or something. I need to go catch up. I do like Minecraft. I think this weekend we might play some Minecraft on stream. Alright, so the lovely spring onions, I wanted to grab a bunch of these so I can start bringing them to the mine, so I stop dying. This will be my one thing that I bring to the mine. And if I have to miss out on something else for it, then so be it. And then, so at the start of today, I didn't specifically read it, but Robin sends you a letter saying that she lost her favorite axe. The last time she remembers using it, it was cutting wood south of Marnie's ranch. And so, once again, this is our farm. This is Marnie. In this area that I told you that you can only find the spring onions is Robin's lost axe, just right here in the corner. So we're just going to pick that up and run that over to her because in the letter she tells you she will give you 250 gold for it. Yeah, I enjoy Minecraft quite a bit. Just the freedom to do whatever you would like. I've done some really cool builds. Um, and I kind of like the idea of creating like a cozy little village and maybe at some point we open it up and have like a viewer server. I think that'd be really fun to like everyone play along and build their own things and yeah. Alright, so we are going to put away what we're keeping, sell what we're not, and run this over to Robin before she closes at 7. So we're keeping only... Typically keep only these because you get the most of them and sell the rest. Obviously we're keeping all the daffodils. We are keeping the copper in a different chest. This just reminded me that I put extras there. Alright, we're going to put the copper away and sell the rest of this. 4590. Alright, I think after we bring this over to Robin, we will be chopping down and like clearing out some more of this area near the coop and in the coop. Yeah, I enjoy building. I'm a bit of a chicken when it comes to going into mines, especially with like the new mine system that they recently changed, but I say recently, it's probably been a couple of years, but there's Robin. I plan on spending a lot of time on my telescope this summer. Nerd. No, I'm kidding. That actually sounds really cool. And bring Robin her axe. Hey, you found my axe. What a relief. I almost chopped my toe off with the other one I was using. Thank you very much. Robin's lost axe. We'll get our 250 gold, and we are getting quite close. Okay, so now that we have everything we want for our strawberry seeds, the next financial goal we are striving for is having enough money for the extra backpack in Pierre's. Let's see if I can make it over there before they close. I want to say it's 2,000. It might be 1,000 for the first one. Sophie, no, you are not the first artist to come in here today. Please do not promote your artistry. I make my own art. I make my own emotes, and I am not looking to buy any others. Ah, yeah, I made it just in time. Alright, so going to this bag, yeah, so it's gonna cost 2,000 gold. And I don't want to risk not having everything I need for my strawberries, so it should come shortly after after we finish the strawberry festival. We'll get that second bag space. I appreciate it. This is a no promotion zone, so you're more than welcome to stay and chat and be a normal person, but if you are trying to solicit your art, I don't care. Respectfully. Got another daffodil. We'll sell the leek and the dandelion. And let's chop some trees until it's time to go to bed. Oh, so one of the most annoying things I find about trees in Stardew is that they do like propagate and will like slowly spread over time. I understand that that is the natural progression of a tree. I hate it. I don't want to see your little nasty seeds everywhere. Keep your seeds to yourself. We will need to make another scarecrow when we build the second field for the strawberries, but let's stick these away. Oh, I forgot to get more seeds. Tomorrow we will get more things to cultivate and sell. I promise. Maybe, honestly, we could just leave that spot open for strawberries. And then it's like slightly less that I have to water over here. These carrots will be gone before the strawberries come up, so don't think I'm a monster who's just gonna have 2 random carrots in the middle of my strawberry plot. I think we will just put strawberries in that little spot, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, earn another 1,000 gold today. We're almost to that point that we could buy the bag. The bookseller is in town today. Well, I will not be going to the bookseller, but it's going to be clear and sunny tomorrow. Perfect weather for the Egg Festival. It'll be between 9 and 2 p.m. Do not be late. Alright, let's get our flowers here. Yeah, I do think I'm just gonna let these kind of fade. Dear Jen, tomorrow we're holding the Egg Festival in the town square. You should arrive between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. if you'd like to attend. You wouldn't want to miss the annual egg hunt. Respectfully, the egg hunt is fun. I could care less about the egg hunt, but if I miss these strawberry seeds, I'm gonna be angry. No, I don't really see a world where we completely miss them. See, like, what are you doing? You weren't here yesterday. Go away. Alright. As usual, we're watering our crops for the day. I have a feeling, yep. I had a feeling we were getting to that point. Town festivals? No, you're fine. I'm so eager to know. I know your fingers are just typing away. I'm so curious. pop-up market on Friday that I'm participating in Alabama. Oh, that's so cool! Are you bringing some of like the crafts that you make? That sounds so fun. Why are these... Is it because they're a slightly different blue? That's kind of annoying that they're taking up 2 different inventory slots. We're gonna sell this egg. Honestly, I'm gonna sell this one too because I am not giving a gold star egg to the community center when I can get another one another day. Oh, that's so fun! Your dice jewelry. I was like, I want to say it's dice, but I thought it was jewelry. Maybe it's dice jewelry. I was battling myself over here, so I just went with crafts. But that's awesome. I'm sure that's gonna be so much fun. I have moved a little bit farther than I was previously, so I would try to attend, but unfortunately that will not be an option. I'm probably like 9 hours away now. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. My mom used to do a lot of those, so growing up in South Louisiana, there's a lot of like, there used to be like a ladybug festival, and there were like 3 or 4 throughout like the spring, summer, and fall time of year that, just like everything you could think of, it was at these festivals, and it was just like, my mom used to do like jewelry and soaps and flower arrangements, and it was genuinely like one of my core memories as a kid is going to these festivals, and even if she only sold 1 or 2 arrangements, it was still like having that interaction with like other creatives, and just like, you know, maybe you meet that one customer that wants one of your flower arrangements in every room, or in your case wants your dice jewelry in every color, or maybe you don't and you just get that networking opportunity and you get to have some really cool experiences with other creatives. Like, both options are very fun and very much worth it. Not gonna lie, guys, I think... Oh, it's Friday. Friday, we go to the traveling cart. But after that, we might go to the mines. Just checking your trash. Oh. Don't check the trash now. The food at Jojo Mart might not be the healthiest for my family, but with such low prices, you'd be crazy to shop anywhere else. Lady, just ask me. I'll bargain with you. I'll give you all the crops you want. As long as they're in season. Don't ask me for a melon right now. We do not stand Jojo Mart. Stardew Valley is very anti-corporation. Well, all the people here have been very pro-corporation, but we're fixing that. We're fixing that. Alright, let's see what you've got for me today. Not what I need! Okay, so on Monday when we streamed, day 1, she had what I needed, and I only had like 800 gold, and she was selling it for 1,000. On this one, we haven't seen it yet. So my hope is, that's not the reason I restarted, but my hope is that we'll see it here soon for the red cabbage seeds that we have to plant in the summer, and they take a long time to grow. So tomorrow or Sunday would be great. I'm just saying. Yeah, that's one of the things I'm most excited about, meeting other creative folks. Yeah, like people who are just so genuinely passionate about something that they take time out of their day to create it at home. Just have, it's such a unique interaction and like a unique view on life versus someone who they might be passionate about it, or maybe they just don't have the skill. It's just different. It's completely different. I miss painting and being more creative than I have in recent years. I unfortunately let those habits and tendencies die when I went to college. And now, since I moved so many times, I just don't have like any of my supplies or anything that I used to. So one day it will be something that is a part of life, but not today. Are you still playing DDO, Irina? Are you getting ready for the new servers that are coming? Look at the squirrel! Oh, I scared him. Alright, I have realized the error of my ways, and that I foraged this whole area without immediately running back up to my farm to get the stuff to go mining. So I don't think we will be mining. I think I'll just do a forage loop. It's early enough in the day that I can show you what my full forage loop looks like. And this is something that I wanted to share the other day, but I didn't. So let's go ahead, clear out our bags. I'm just gonna stick it all in here for now. We'll come back and sell it. I only want my hoe, and I want that in the first slot. Oh yeah. I am in the same boat. I have not touched it, and like yesterday was the first time in like literally a year that I had updated my client because I want to transfer my characters. Yeah, I feel that. I want to transfer my characters so that in the case that they end up just deleting everything, that I don't lose all like everything I have. But I've had some issues with my account that I have to like go through support to log back in and do all of that stuff. So yeah, maybe one day soon I'll play again with the new content coming out, but I haven't touched it since I left Enterprise, which was over a year ago. So yeah, I've been playing a lot of WoW previously, but I got burnt out on that too, and now we're playing Stardew Valley. We're being cozy gamers. Okay, so for the... Oh my gosh, what is this called? For the oh my god. For the foraging path that I typically take, first route I'm gonna come up here through the mountains. There are lots of things up here. There's gonna be a lot of these little wiggly guys, as well as plenty of vegetables and whatnot. Have you heard of Tiny Glade? I have not. It rings like the faintest bell, but I couldn't tell you anything of what it's about. While we're here, we're gonna talk to Sebastian. I need to decide who I'm gonna marry. I normally don't bother with it until year 2, but I wouldn't mind. So as we come up the mountain, I do take... Oh, looking at it. Okay, so come up the mountain. I come down here past Robin's house. I'm going to check all of this, check Linus, and come back down. And then we'll start working on the town area. So I did see this leak over here. Normally I don't specifically run this way unless I see something here. Normally I just come run up this little... almost as full circle, but not quite. Oh, the wiggly worms that were here are gone. Did I not complete the initiation quest because I died? Yeah. That's nice. I just realized, like, I haven't been inside there yet. Ooh, it's a super cozy diorama builder. Ooh, like Terraria? People get so creative with it. I love it. So cozy and relaxing. Oh my gosh, I'll have to check it out. Is it on Steam? Alright, and Linus isn't hiding anything, so we'll come right back down. Awesome. I'll definitely take a look at it. I would love to add another cozy game into the mix, even if it's something that I maybe don't play on stream. Ooh, I see Wiggles over there. We're going to grab those. So we're mainly looking for Wiggles because Wiggles can have clay. And we need a total of 10 clay to build our silo. A book. That's fine. I will definitely take a look. Hey Hey, sorry if I seem cranky. I'm a little sore from work yesterday. Alright, girly, I'll leave you be. If they say, sorry if I seem cranky or if I'm in a bad mood, I didn't sleep well or something like that, I just immediately walk away. Because why are you starting my conversation that way? No, like it's not even in like a pretentious. I don't know if like if you continue talking to them, if it negatively impacts anything, and I've already checked the box for speaking to them, so I don't want to keep bugging them. But also deep down, like, why would you start my conversation that way? So the bookkeeper is here. The only problem with the bookkeeper is that his books are expansive, and we are not ready for that the first time he shows up in spring. I could get probably a book, but this money is not for him, it's for my strawberries. So, as you saw, I come down here past the community center, and then we make the loop through town. I did happen to see the wiggle worms over here. There's not a whole lot to be picked up, but if you happen to see those wiggles, it doesn't hurt to go run past there. And then I come down and make my round through the trash cans. We're going to go ahead and hit the beach before we check the library and head west. There's going to be so much on the beach. It's been a minute since I came here. I don't think I did this on stream, but this is in the actual like video that I'll be posting on YouTube of us making sure that we work towards that 300 wood to get the bridge built so that we can forage all of these lovely coral and sea urchin. It was in testing phase but fully released in September of last year. There's an update coming soon with new road textures and actual stairs. Oh, that's so cute! Now I really want to check it out. After stream, I'm definitely going to look at it. Oh, this cutscene. Oh, sorry, he says, grr, sounds like those filthy raccoons are back. Filthy garments. Ah, you turned up just at the right time. Right? Oh my gosh. You turned up at the right moment, miss. Could you do an old man a favor? Could you go around the corner and scare off those raccoons for me? They've been causing a real mess. Thanks. Make sure you give them a good scare so they never come back. At first, this is really sad, but I promise it gets really cute. Aw, you come around the corner and see that it's Linus. The noise was me, I'm sorry. Sorry, I clicked too fast. He said, I find a lot of hot, fresh food in these cans. Stuff that will go to waste if I don't take it. Do you think there's something wrong with what I'm doing? Not everyone's cut out for this world, Jen. You don't know what it's like to be me. I'm not harming anyone, I just want to live life in my own way. Is that so wrong? And you have a choice of 4 options. Either yes, it's disgusting, no, it's a shame for food to go to waste, yes, it's illegal, that's George's private property, and no, but you should get a job and stop leeching off of others. I find all of these to be incredibly mean. He's not harming anyone, and I dig in everyone's trash cans on Stardew too. So I'm gonna say no, it's a shame for food to go to waste. There's so many YouTube channels that show ways to build items that aren't in the game, but people want to build like fountains, chandeliers, going. Oh, that's so cool. He says, thanks, Jen. I knew you were an open-minded person. I feel good about what I'm doing. I'm not harming anyone. Oh, I'm so excited to check this game out. I may not get it today, but soon. You can go on home. I promise I won't rummage in George's can anymore. You can tell him you scared off the raccoons for good. So this is really sad, right? He's like losing this opportunity, like one of the main ways he finds food. I go off home. Well, I think I stop at this bush. And Gus comes out. He says, wait. I know what you were doing, Linus. If you need food, just ask. I don't want anyone in Pelican Town to go hungry. Here, I've got a basket of zucchini fritters for you. Just make sure you dip them in my spicy marinara. Go on, take it. Wholesome! So wholesome. Ooh, zucchini fritters sounds so good. Alright, so we're gonna go over to the library, then we will head west. I did already do the forage loop that I typically do in the mountains, so I will just show you on the map again how I typically do that. I just come up here and back down. Oh, I forgot to check their trash cans. Sweet. Alright, and finally we just head west and do the foraging loop around Marnie's ranch. Now, I have already done this for the day, so it will literally be a waste of time if I do it. So you literally just come west by her house and come up and around the lake. You're going to follow this wall down. Then you'll see a bridge to cross the river. You cross the river again and get all your spring onions and anything that might be here. Come up to this little island and cross to get across the river. Make sure you check just this one little section you may not see. And you go back up to your farm, and that should end the loop of your foraging. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with that word today. Oh man, it's really late, and I have spent literally none of my energy. Let me see if I can't kill it on some trees real quick. Just chop these trees that are close to the house. I want to do this way, that way I don't lose all the wood behind the house. While I'm right here, we can sell all of this and the acorn. It's so hard to see this late. Like, I can't tell if this is like a hard weed or if it's just like one of these little spots where the grass is just a slightly different color. Like just the like flat PNG of the grass. Alright, it is midnight. That is good enough. I at least got something for all of my energy that I was gonna let go to waste. We got a little bit of wood and a little bit of sap so that we have... I need to make sure I have enough for all these strawberries when I go to make their fertilizer. Alright, that is the end of day 12, and now for the most important day of spring, the Egg Festival. In all of our foraging and everything else, we were able to get another 1,600 gold. Very excited, very excited. So now we have more than enough to get our strawberry seeds. Now it is still a sunny day, but it is also parsnip day. I forgot. So the one downside to this is that everyone will be closed because it is a festival. And I will not be able to plant any more parsnips today, but we will have plenty of money when we come back tomorrow. And because we used our fertilizer, we did get our last 3 gold parsnips and a couple extras that we needed to fulfill the quality bundle. So now we get to sell every other parsnip that we got, and the carrots. I don't really I don't really hold on to crops in order to make certain dishes. I would rather just make those dishes next time spring comes around. I'm mainly worried about getting the quest done so that I get those achievements associated. Alright, well, since I have this 5x5 that is already fertilized, I think I'm gonna use this for my strawberries. And then maybe expand some of these. So it doesn't start until 9, so what I recommend when it comes to these festivals, play it close but safely. So you do not have to be there. You can until... As long as you get there before 2 p.m., you're good. I typically try to get there between 1:30. If it ends at 2, if it's one that ends like later at night, I'm getting everything done for the day before I show up there. Yeah, let's go ahead and just expand 2 of these out. And... You know what? We can spend an extra 1,000 on strawberry seeds, right? We'll do these and another 9. And then we can just do like slightly less parsnips tomorrow. I like this idea. So what is that? 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Oh my god. So to do quite as many as I'm doing, keep in mind you will be watering all 45 of these strawberries as well. Do with that information what you will. And to do as many as I did, you will need to get 4,500 gold instead of the original planned 3,500 that I've been speaking mostly about. But even if you do the 35 like normal, you will still get plenty of gold. The more you get, the more you profit. So just if you want to go for the moon and get 100 and just be watering strawberries for the rest of spring, that is perfectly fine. Ah, the white egg that I need for my bundles. Yay. I will sell the other one. Maybe here soon we make our mayonnaise machine? Maybe? Put this egg away. Oh, I made 45 like I didn't already have 25 done. Oh well. We'll use it. It gets used very quickly. I did get another clay. So we need 3 more clay. We're just gonna finish watering this field. And maybe chop a little bit more wood before we head that way. So keep in mind you have to run like from wherever you are all the way to the right. So you do want to give yourself a little window of time. Alright, everything is watered, so now we just plant our seeds whenever we get back, because it will be like 11 o'clock. Even though the festival says it ends at 2, apparently you help clean up and you talk to everyone about how's their mom and them and everything else, and you don't get back until 11 o'clock. So you want to make sure you have everything you need done before you go to the festival, but also balance it to make it on time. So I'm just using as much of my energy as I can because I will not have time to do this afterwards. And since I already have my axe, we're just going to focus on chopping more trees. While I do this, a quick little plug. I do have a Discord channel. I would love if you, hopefully, yeah, there we go. I would love for you to rejoin the new Discord that I have started. In there you can find my Stardew plan for my farm, and you'll know that this area is where I'm planning on putting all of my farm animals once I get a bit more settled and can set up the pen properly. So that is what I'm currently working on clearing out, making sure I have room for all these animals that I plan to get soon. Last stream I did go ahead and like chop out all of the green grass. This blue grass gives you better relationship with your animals. And so we do want to let that fill this out as much as we can instead of the green grass. Alright. Let's just shove everything in here for now. And let's go to the most important festival of all. So when you go to festivals, the entire area is going to be set up completely different. You know, you're not going to have just plain old Pelican Town, but they're going to have all these decorations set up. Everyone in the town will be there, and you'll also want to go ahead and interact with them. This does, I believe, count towards your daily chat with them, so you do get a little bit of relationship points for going around talking to everyone. Keep in mind that the time is not ticking while you're at this festival. You just automatically go to 11 p.m. So do with the time what you can. The thing that is going to set the Egg Festival specifically apart the most is going to be this shop right here. So if we talk to Pierre, he offers strawberry seeds. You've heard me talk about these 1,000 times, but I'm going to go ahead and buy 45 of these. Side note, if you hold down right click, you can buy these a lot faster than just manually clicking 45 times, but we're going to grab those. And as cute as all of these other decorations are, I am going to leave them for now because early on your money is so important for progression. So as cute as these are, I can grab these decorations next year. So now that I'm done, I'm just going to go ahead and talk to everyone. Our hens have been working overtime to prepare for this festival. They deserve the best tonight, bowls full of sweet yellow corn. And no one really talks to me, I just come for the deviled eggs. Everyone has like their own unique little voice line, so I am just gonna stop yapping and just let these show as I go. Harvey is like anxiously pacing at all times. Homeboy never just sits still. And just a couple more people over here. Alright, and I think the last one we have is Marnie. And so now there is one last... First of all, I just realized... it doesn't like quite work. Okay, anyway. I just realized that the little cutout was there and it just reminded me of little childhood things. But the last part of this festival that you can do, and it's always really fun, is an actual Easter egg hunt. So let's go ahead and do this, where we are going to make a mad dash all around just the general Pelican Town area here on this. Like, you can't phase out into like by Marnie's Ranch or even over by the library. It just stays in this one little square section. I'll show you. Do you think everyone's ready for the egg hunt yet? Yes, let's start. And there is a little gift that you win at the end that I'll show you should I win. If not, I'll still talk about what it is. It's time for the highlight of today's festivities, the annual spring egg hunt. I believe it's just us that participate. Calm down now, kiddos. You're going to need all your energy if you hope to find the most eggs and take home the exclusive prize. Now, is everyone ready? Let the egg hunt begin. So I immediately come up here. There's this little blue one. And then there's a little red one here. You can just barely see it by the fence. There's one in this corner here. I Mad Dash. I want this prize. I don't care that Abigail hates me for it for like the rest of spring. I want this prize. I'm way too competitive to care what she thinks. Even though she's pretty. Alright, so we got those eggs. There's another one here in the fence. There's another one here by this tree. As you can see, like the beach is blocked off. Oh, there's one down there. I've never seen that guy down there. Yoink. There's another one right here behind this bush. I'm not gonna run up there and grab all those because I really like the ones over here by the mayor's house, and you only have so long. There's one here in this bush. There's another one here in the truck. Oh, another in the truck, another in the fence there. I was just a little slow because I got a couple others that I normally don't see. Wow, look at all these eggs. Now, if only I could get you kids to pick up litter this efficiently, we'd have the cleanest town this side of the Gem Sea. Ha ha ha. Very funny. And now the winner of this year's egg hunt is... me! Hell yeah! Typically, if you get like 10 or so eggs, you win. I don't know the exact number, but if you just run and grab eggs as often as you see them, you should be okay. And just like that, it is now 10 p.m. Sorry, I thought it was 11. And we're just going to go ahead and plant all of these strawberry seeds very chaotically, just run around until I see these little flecks everywhere. So the reason I am so obsessed with these strawberry seeds is because of just the amount of money that you get for them. This is like, despite how expensive they are one of the most efficient plants. You only get 2 harvests of them through the rest of the season. I do keep some plain strawberries. I don't sell all of them. That way I can get their seeds and plant them the first thing next spring. And to show you my little straw hat that I got for winning the egg festival. It does take away from my cute little, I just realized it like combines all of your wait a minute. It combines all of your levels. I think it's like an average of these. And I'm apparently a level 6 bumpkin. But to see it a little bit bigger, you can see my character here. She's pretty cute with her little hat. We're gonna keep that on for now. But yeah, these are so valuable. If you give me just a second, actually, I can pull it up and tell you just a comparison to other crops while the screen is up. Let me go pull this up really quick. Stardew Valley Wiki. Now this wiki, I've referenced it a couple times in my videos. These are so useful. I still use them to this day to remember like when to find certain fish and things like that. But let's go to spring crops. Wow, the screen is really bright. Spring crops. Okay, so let's compare them to parsnips. So parsnips are, the seeds themselves cost 20 gold a piece, but when you sell them, they are worth 35 gold at regular quality, 43 gold at silver, 52 gold at gold quality, and there is an iridium quality. We probably won't see that yet just because our level is too low at level 3, but it is 70 gold for those. So roughly 3 gold per day. When we go down to strawberries, so currently we're going to make slightly less than we could because of like the lack of time that we have them, because they do reproduce. Like I don't need to plant these again and they'll just automatically regrow like the beans would. You don't have to reseed them. But so strawberry seeds, while they cost 100 gold a piece, one regular quality strawberry sells for 120 gold, silver is 150, gold quality is 180, and iridium is 240, giving you about an average of 11.7 gold per day with us planting on the 14th. But next year when we replant them, it's about 20.83 gold a piece. So compared to any of the other crops, they still give the least amount of gold per day, other than like coffee beans, which we don't have access to yet. Carrots are very useful or very profitable for the couple of days that you have them, but they're not guaranteed. So parsnips are ones that I go to, and then once I have those strawberries, they are a must. So we did reach level 3 farming. We gained 1 watering can proficiency, 1 hoe proficiency. We can now craft a bee house. This is going to take a while because it does require an iron bar. And maple syrup. Yep. So new crafting recipe, we can now craft speed grow. This will make your crops grow faster, but you can only use either speed grow or a fertilizer or a water retainer. So I just choose to do fertilizer. I'm okay with my crops taking a little bit longer if I get a better quality. And we can now make farmer's lunch. We also leveled up in our foraging. We gained 1 axe proficiency, +1 to wildberry harvesting, which we will actually see in these next couple of days. And the new crafting recipe, we can now make a tapper to get things like maple syrup. And we can make a mushroom log and wild seeds. All right, and that completes day 13 of spring year 1. And day 14 has a couple of things going on, so let's go ahead and jump right into this last day of week 2. The first thing being, let's go water all of our strawberries. I just was taking a peek, I think. So I don't think we will see it today, but whenever we do this 3rd week of spring, there is going to be a new type of berry that we can forage around the city, which is why it's important that you understand my foraging path, because you need that to get all of the berries that you can. These are also a great way to make money early on, but we will save that for another time. Oh. Alright, we'll pet our chickens. Get our water. So day 14, it is also Haley, the lovely blonde girl who's about our same age. She is one of the marriage candidates. It is her birthday, and she, obviously, being the girly girl she is, she's going to get a daffodil, not an egg. So, let me just sell these eggs. Oh man, I'm so ready to upgrade our tools so we can get this chore done just a little bit faster and have so much more of our day back. Sorry, I have been itchy. Okay. Alright. So I think today we will get some more crops from Pierre. He's not quite open yet. I think we'll just do this little 3x5 here with some parsnips. So I'm just gonna very carefully only fertilize this area. Perfect. And go ahead and water it as well. I know at this point we have a lot of watering to do on a daily basis, but these last couple weeks we do want to focus on building up a supply of money because we're going to do a very large area for our summer crops, because at the end of the season we will go ahead and just upgrade our watering can whether it rains or not. Alright, we can stick this not in that chest. I need to dye these chests. So my spring chest is always green. My mine chest is always black. You can change them to whatever color you want. I can't describe it to you, but summer is always yellow. Fall is always orange. And animal chest is always red. The winter chest is always white. Fishing chest is always blue. It's about all that I do. If I later on I end up making like a separate chest just for mushrooms, because there's so many different types of mushrooms that come in all different qualities, and I keep every single mushroom because of later on making life elixirs, but that is like completely down the line. But essentially, yeah, that's how I do that for my chests. I do color code them because it makes it way easier to just run up and know what I'm getting myself into when I open this chest. And actually, I have a ton of stuff to sell in here, so I'm just gonna go through this really quick and yoink all of these out here. Let me go ahead, take 2 of these, take my watering can, and plant these 2 carrots. Carrots only take 2 days to mature, or 3 days to mature, but it's like the day you plant them counts as one of those days. So today, and then 2 days from now, they should be ready. So we're just gonna plop those. Put that back. Just to clear some space, I have already given this egg to the community center. And yeah, we're ready to go. Let's sell all of this. Perfect. Oh, look at little Ezra. Hi, buddy. We're going to go over to Pierre's. We're going to grab the seeds that we need. And as long as we have 2,000 left over, I think it's time that we grab our backpack expansion. Oh, I forgot my daffodil for Haley. 2! I will be honest, I am really bad about remembering these gifts. I typically don't really work a whole lot on relationship building early on, but again, this whole series is about being as efficient as possible. So if we're going to be efficient, it means we also have to take the time to build these relationships early on and not just wait, you know, when in 2 years I would wish that I had done this now, or, you know, like 2 in-game years, I would wish that I'd already done this. Well, I can just do it now, even though it's slow. The typical, like, the reason why I typically wait so much later in the playthrough to be able, or to go ahead and build these relationships is because by that point I have a lot more automation on my farm and can just go ahead and use that extra time to run around and talk to everyone and give the gifts and be a bit more strategic about it. Oh, you got me a birthday gift? Well, I really like it. My sister is so weird, sometimes I wonder if we're really related. Let's see how we're looking over here in our social chart. So Vincent and Haley, we've gotten 2 hearts. Robin, we have 1, and Lewis, we have 1. We're making progress, slowly but surely. And we're going to talk to Pierre. I did a 3x5 for those parsnips, so we only need 15 this time. Perfect. And we do have 2,000 left over, and so we are going to go ahead and grab our backpack upgrade. Hell yeah. And with that, we now have a second row of inventory. This is going to make our lives so much easier. We won't miss out on nearly as much in the mines. I'm just going to check these 2 trash cans really quick. And then we're going to run home, and I think we grab our supplies to go into the mine while we talk about it, and try to make a little bit more progress. Hello, Harvey. If you want to make friends with Marty, you can't go wrong with pink cake. Ooh. I love that some of the other villagers will give you, like, if you don't want to just cheese and use a wiki to get the information. Oh, thank you for the follow. I didn't see Nancy. Hi, Nancy. Thank you so much. Sorry, it took a second for it to pop up in my chat and I couldn't quite read it here. I'm very well. How are you? Alright, let's plant these parsnips really fast to get them out of my bag. Okay. And since I have the extra backspace, we will now be adding in the hoe to our mine. Alright. I'm gonna say this once. I have had 3 or 4 of you guys pop in, and respectfully, it's rude to come into someone's stream and solicit your work or whatever you do. So, please go find someone else to hassle about it. I'm not gonna purchase your art. I make all my own art, and it does a great job. So I appreciate it. Do your hustle, but this is a very rude way of doing it. So go have fun somewhere else, please. You're welcome to, like, if you actually want to watch and be a part of the stream, that's great. But doing this to small streamers is really rude, that, like, all their chat is just you guys soliciting. Alright, so we are starting over on level 11 in the mines here. Because last time I died. Ooh, more boots. One immunity, one defense. I'll hold on to it, but if I need the space, I won't hesitate to throw them out, but they are cute little green boots. Oh. And just like that, we get 3 more carrot seeds. So unfortunately, I did lose all my progress whenever I died, aka passed out, on the last time I was in the mines, so we've got some catching up to do. I wanted to reach level 20 by the end of this week. Oh my gosh! Okay, we won't be reaching level 20 by the end of this week, because as soon as I hit level 15... Oh, okay, so this is a very different level. So an infested level means there is no rocks or ores or anything like that. There are only monsters, so you have to kill everything in the level to progress to the next level, and a ladder will automatically appear. Oh my god. You know, I got those spring onions to specifically bring for this scenario, and I did not bring them. This guy is, he's tough when you have such a... Oh, good. I got a better weapon. I was just gonna say, when you have such a crappy weapon, they're a pain. See, look, now I'm hitting for 12s and 13s versus 1s and 2s. Ugh. Life changer for this level. Oh, actually, this level cheats. So level 12 is one that always has a ladder immediately spawned in. So I could technically cheat and keep going, but now there's one that's appeared there as well. I am going to go ahead and eat this green algae. So I now have a wood club that deals 9 to 16 damage, which is going to be, yeah, leaps and bounds better than my 2 to 5 damage rusty sword. Since I've already done these levels, honestly, I'm not going to be so nitpicky about killing every single little diggy boy. I am going to get all of the ores that I can. And kill some of the easier mobs, but... Ooh, good, 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 good. We're getting so many seeds. Alright, I'm just going to grab this copper and head down. Oh, you've got to be joking! Well, at least it will go much faster with my new and improved weapon. There's still a lot of quartz here. I forget that you still sometimes get, like, the resources that you can pick up off the ground will be here, but you won't find anything to actually mine with your pickaxe. I wonder, does this big weapon take energy? No, it still doesn't. Cool. Alright, I need to get a little bit closer. The scary thing about this weapon is that it does attack quite slowly, so when you get in a scenario like this where you're fighting a couple, it can be a little scary. I'm gonna go ahead and eat this. These, I'm not gonna lie, these levels do take the longest. It's kind of a miracle that I was able to get that better weapon, or I would probably still be stuck on the other one. Not stuck, but... or at least still fighting through the level previous to this. This does make it go by much faster. Oh my god. Please don't kill me. I will be so upset. Alright. We got something else to eat? Yoink. Alright, just to kill these last 2 slimes, I should be okay to leave. What am I missing? Oh, this one little guy down here. And there's probably a diggy in that. So unfortunately, I am going to miss the traveling merchant. Which is okay. Jen, do you want me to make a mod and I'll ban all the... Yeah, actually. I may have to do it... This is honestly the last day that I'm gonna play, but I will go in and do it afterwards, and I'll try to ping you when I go live. I would greatly appreciate it. I started using Restream, to stream to Twitch and YouTube at the same time, but It gives me a lot less access to just be able to do things midstream. Did you guys see that possum that was right here? He kind of scared me. I don't think I've ever seen him before. Thank you, that's very kind. Are you still like actively streaming other games instead of DDO? I know I've seen you pop up live every now and then. Or maybe instead of games you stream doing your or creating your dice jewelry. Oh my god, we made it. All right. So we actually progressed 10 levels. Yay! We can sell this rusty sword. It's going to be really cheap. I think you could also sell your boots to Marlin in the Adventurers Guild. I'll stick these guys in here. We've got a bit more copper to make another copper bar with. What else? Can I go ahead and make my mayonnaise machine? I sure can. 15 wood, 15 stone, 1 earth crystal, and 1 copper bar. I'm gonna go ahead and do 2. And we just need 30 stone. Oh, no, 30. I don't know why that pine cone is in there. And 30 wood. Perfect. And now we're just going to make 2 of these. And so now every morning, instead of just selling our eggs, we're going to make them into mayonnaise. Alright, and just like that, it's 9:30. Oh, I do still have some energy. You know what that means? We're chopping some trees. It's not as so common that you get 2 of those infested levels, so I actually really didn't spend any energy in the mines, just a lot of time. Because whenever you swing your weapon, you don't spend energy. Huh. I don't think I've ever had that experience of missing it like that, or of not spending at least most of my energy in the mines while I'm there. I have my phone on my computer screen. I couldn't see anything. Alright, I think 2 more trees. Man, I'm getting so efficient. I can actually, like, get a couple things done. Like, every now and then you'll see with my energy that it only goes down by 1. That's what it means whenever you level up that your axe proficiency or your watering can proficiency. So you get a lot more bang for your buck with your energy bar. Alright, that's good enough for me. Store these. Oh, store the seeds as well. Sell these. Obviously keep the copper bar. And let's go to bed. And just like that, this is going to finish up our week 2 of Stardew. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I know it's mostly just Irena and a bunch of spam bots, but such is life when you're a small streamer. Oh well. I appreciate everyone for hanging out, and next week we're going to jump into focusing on our animals, getting our silo built, building our barn, getting some cows, so it's going to be a lot of fun. We'll really start to develop our own personal property a little bit instead of running around everywhere to get everything else done, because we've crossed that finish line of getting all the money we needed for our strawberry seeds. So without further ado, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day. let's go find somebody to raid really fast. Twitch. I just realized why Twitch has been giving me, every time I go to my account, it was like giving me an error. It's because I would mix the A and the I. But let's go ahead to the stream manager, find someone to raid, same category. Let's go ahead and raid Miss Mimi V. So she is just doing some also cozy Stardew vibes. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.
Raindrops are falling on my head.